Ich war kein Footballcast, we're here to light the fire. Spitting facts and stats, you know we never tire. Bringing the heat up, that passion won't retire. Busting through the mic, our voices never expire. We ignite the spirit, never fading out. Light the torch, USC fans rise up high. On this podcast, we aim for the sky. Knowledge and entertainment never lie. Together we stand, let the truth amplify.
What's going on, Trojan fans? Welcome back to another episode of the Light the Torch podcast. And today it is, I can't say that. I'm not going to get us demonetized right off the bat, but Oregon preseason talk today. So pregame talk, but we do got other things to be talking about today. A recent list came out of the top 10 true freshmen that you should know about in college football. So we'll talk about that. We do have a freshman on there, and I'm pretty sure you all can guess who it is. But then we'll also give you our takes of the USC takes of two freshmen on both sides of the team to who you all should know at this point. And then we'll talk some preseason AP poll. I know some people care about that. Guns. But and then we'll talk some fall camp updates. And then we'll go into the Oregon preview. So yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I said it. I don't care anymore at this point. But yeah, so let's go ahead and introduce the guys here. To my right, we got Mr. B. Jones. He's back again on a Wednesday show. Welcome back, B. Jones. How's it going?
Everything's good, man. Fight on.
Fight on. All right, and then we got my man Guns in the bottom right corner. How's it going, Guns?
Doing good. Get your chain, guys.
Yep.
Hey.
We and then also Mr. Chainless Raul over here. How's it going, Raul?
Fight on. It's going great. Just don't have my chain with me, but I'll order a second one so I can have it wherever I'm at.
All right. So, and then of course our honorary member here, Mr. Kristen. Shout outs to Kristen for the $5 dono. Let's go, fellas. I'm ready for the season. Yeah, the season's right around the corner. So, but yeah. So, first quarter, we're going to briefly touch on this here. We'll talk about. There's a list that came out of the top true freshmen that you should know going into the 2025 season, and our boy Thanos has made that list. Granted, I don't understand why he's so high on that list. He should be a lot lower, or at least whatever how it is. He's not even number one. He's not top 5. It doesn't make sense. He's number 9, right below our former boy, Juju Lewis. So what are you guys' thoughts about Jakeem being on this list and where he's slated on this list? B. Jones?
Sorry. I got to look at the full list, but I would imagine it may be because he's not a starter. Maybe the other guys on the list are starters.
Okay. Well, if you want, I'll go ahead and go through the quick list so everyone knows who's on this list. So number 1, we all know who's going to be on this list, or I mean, at least number 1, it's Bryce Underwood. He was the number 1 overall player, probably the most paid player in this most recent recruiting class. He's number 1. Number 2 is DeCorian Moore. And number 3, David Sanders Jr. for Tennessee. Dallas Wilson, wide receiver for Florida. Number 5, running back Gideon Davidson for Clemson. Number 6, Malik Washington, the quarterback for Washington. All right. 7, cornerback Devin Sanchez for Ohio State. 8, cornerback DJ Pickett for LSU. Number 9, of course, edge Jakeem Stewart. I'm surprised they have I guess he'll probably play more edge than he will probably defensive tackle. But yeah, and then number 10, Juju Lewis for Colorado. So that is who's on that list. So do you think he should be a lot higher than a majority of those people, or where do you think he should be ranked at?
Yeah, I would probably have him about 6 at the least.
Okay. I think I would put him over, of Malik Washington. I would actually switch Malik Washington at 9 and then put Jakeem at 6. But I'm sure since he was a high-profile quarterback going to Maryland, that's probably why they put him there.
Yeah, could be.
But what about you, Guns?
Yeah, I gotta agree. I would say I would switch Malik and Jakeem.
All right. What about you, Raul? You're on mute.
My apologies. I had to step away, so I didn't get a chance to see the list. My apologies.
No, it's okay. Jakeem's at number 9 out of 10. So,
I guess it would be a fair because he did reclassify it, so I can see how he can be towards the bottom of the list. If it was like freshman going into next season, I feel like he would have to be closer in the top 3, maybe.
Yeah, and mind you, Walter did say CBS did that, but for this one, this is PFF Pro Football Focus, so that's where they have him. They say what they said for Jakeem was Stewart was once top overall recruit in 2026 class, but reclassified to 2025 back in October because he was ineligible for all of his junior season. He finished his high school career with just 12 games of varsity football experience. Even though he lacks experience and should be a senior in high school, Stewart is expected to make a big impact on USC's defensive line this fall. During his one season of varsity football, he had 20 sacks, 33 tackles for loss, and he can play either on the edge or on the interior at 6'6", 270 pounds, and has better technique than expected for someone with a lack of in-game reps. The Trojans' defense was just 90th in run defensive grade and 89th in pass rush grade last season, and it only brought back 2 of the 5 defensive linemen who played 300 snaps, meaning there's an opportunity for Stewart to see the field immediately. So I think that's probably what they're kind of like what you guys are saying, that they're kind of dinging him on his reclassification and the fact that he's only had 12 games of varsity football. So, I mean, I guess that's logical in a sense.
Well, excuse me. I know for me, it's a little, and Raul as well. We got a chance to see the kid, and you know what I mean. So we know just how good he is. For everyone else, like these publications, I can understand why they maybe having a little lower than he should be. But my message to you, Trojan family, that dude is ready. Despite his age, the kid is ready, man. He can go. So
all right.
I expect things this year, man.
Well, since you're talking right now, let's go ahead and you give us 2 freshmen, or let's do 1 each at this point, so we don't all pick the same person for the most part. At least try not to. So give us 1 offensive guy that people should, 1 offensive freshman that you feel like people should know about.
1 offensive. You're talking to me, right?
Yes. Sorry.
1 offensive freshman. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say Tanuk, man. Tanuk Hines.
Okay. All right.
And you're talking
Why
about
is that?
freshman?
What's that?
True freshman. Yes. True freshman.
True freshman. Tanuk Hines, man. He's a speedster, man. Like straight up burner. I like it. I like his game, man. If you watch his film, you can see he's all dog too. So I'm gonna roll with Tanuk.
All right. We'll go with you, Raul, next. Give us 1 freshman that you feel like people should know about. True freshman.
I was gonna say the other wide receiver. It's I said Romero Eisen.
Yep, another speedster.
So that's what I was thinking. He could potentially be one, and the other wide receiver too. I feel like could potentially make Corey Sims. I know he's underrated, but I guess those would be my 2. I know I said 1 too many. My bad.
I was gonna say, yeah, like 1
It's a
and
gun,
1
man.
add
It's a
up,
gun.
right? All right, Guns, go ahead and give us your one freshman offensive player.
Well, technically, Mr. Raul just took my wide receiver Sims, so I'll say somebody that we haven't talked about much, and somebody who's getting some praise out there.
Oh, I
Aaron
know.
Dunn.
Oh, Aaron Dunn.
Yes,
Okay.
offensive tackle out there out of Utah. And Elijah again are the two youngsters that are kind of balling right now in fall camp. So I'd say those two, or Aaron Dunn. Sorry.
All right. Well, I thought you were going to actually go with the player that I was going to bring up here, which is Harry Dalton. Harry Dalton has been getting a lot of praise actually just recently. Like if you haven't watched the spring wrap up, or I mean the fall wrap up with like the Parasol or whatever, they've brought up Harry Dalton and they've showcased him on Twitter saying that he looks like a dude. They're comparing him to Waymond or so. Like they say he's like built to be a starter at this point. And so if there's going to be any freshman like kind of out of the running backs that we have, I think of course he's probably going to be the one that has the best chance of getting on the field early on. So and what about the chat? Does chat have any? Polly brought up Harry Dalton. If we have any injuries, Harry Dalton would be ready to step in. See, great minds think alike there. But
hold on, before we continue, I was going to say Vicona, but I thought he wasn't a true freshman, but I might switch my pick to Vicona since Guns brought him up. I feel like Vicona could be a huge difference. I saw the kid, that guy is big, man, and I feel like he can take care of some of these bigger guys, and by bigger, I mean older individuals from the college ranks. The guy can move, and I feel like, offensive line might be one of the position groups where we can see a freshman step in if we suffer an injury.
All right.
What you cheesing about over there, BC?
Just something that's in the chat right now. All right, but
what do you guys think of Vicona, like a Vicona picker as a true freshman offensive line? Do you guys think he can make a difference though?
Man, absolutely, man. The dude, I'm gonna say it again. The kid is massive, man.
I mean, we have a lot of big offensive linemen that probably could step in there. Like there's like Aaron Dunn, Alex Payne. Like we have a lot. Like our offensive line is going to be good for the foreseeable future. Like I'm not worried about our offensive line at this point with how we've been recruiting on the offensive line. I'm not worried about it.
Yep. And the thing is, man,
but I'm telling you, Vicona is a big guy. No disrespect to Aaron Dunn or Payne, but I feel like Vicona is just a different size, man.
Yeah, listen, man, he made Elijah Page look small.
Yeah,
that's how big a kid is.
Yeah, but I like for his size, is he going to be a tackle or is he going to be?
Well, yeah. What else is he gonna play?
Tackle or hey, you never know. Like he can move into guard. I don't know. Like Jonah Monheim was big and he played everywhere.
True.
So if you're talented enough, you can play on any part of the line. So, but yeah, let's move on to the defensive side here. So we'll go in reverse order here. Guns, give me one defensive player, freshman that.
Good. Hopefully, I pick Raul's person, so he has to choose someone else. Alex Graham is my true freshman on the defensive side. He's getting a lot of praise. You might see him play some snaps in the future, maybe nickel. We'll see. But I'm excited about his growth.
I mean, that was kind of a layup, especially with everything that's gone on with
absolutely.
Injury. Sucks for profit, but it's next man up mentality, and you that's probably one of the earliest people that could probably get into on that defense is going to be Alex Graham. But let's go with Raul now. So we'll see if Raul can not.
You took my pick, Guns.
Of course he did. I'm
gonna go with. Obviously, I feel like he's probably gonna be one of the fan favorites because he probably is already. But I'm gonna go with Gus Cordova because
Okay.
I feel like he's got the right mentality and he's trying to go and start. And we all know he probably won't start. I mean, there's a lot of competition out there, but I feel like towards the end of the year, I feel like we can see Gus Cordova in some rotation there and make a difference.
All right. And B Jones. I think I might know who B Jones might say, but
I think you might too, man. I've said it quite a few times on the show,
yep,
man.
there it is.
Big Floyd Boucard, man.
Yep. Damn it.
So,
I didn't want to take a beat down, so I went with
I appreciate that. I was hoping you didn't, man. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, that kid's gonna be special, man. He's got some feet on him. He's explosive. He's really new to the game, man. So he still has a lot to learn. But so far, man, he's an A1 player, man.
All right. Well, there goes.
Move on. Before you move on, it's out of topic, but we got to get him on with Kendrick instead of Drake, Canadian kid.
Huh?
What's that?
Or Canadian kid. We might have to put him on with Kendrick music.
Oh God.
Well, we don't know. We don't know where his favorite rapper is.
Well, if we ever have a chance to ask him, then we'll ask him. And for me, I'll go with a guy who hasn't really been talked about much, and he actually reclassified as well, RJ Sermons. I almost went with D Reddick because he's in an area that could be of need at this point, but I'm going with RJ Sermons. Like he's good enough. He was a 5-star cornerback coming out in the class of 26, and he reclassified to 25 and has the ability to make an impact right off the bat, especially if we have some maybe possible early on injuries. But I'm hoping that doesn't happen, but you never know. He can possibly steal it from someone else, I think, because you never know if we're going to have DJ Harvey move into the nickel. It really all depends on where they decide to what they decide to do with the nickel portion of it. But I think RJ Sermons has the ability and has the physicality that Doug Belk likes. So let's see, what does the chat have to say? So we saw what Paulie Walnuts had to say. He said, Matai, besides Graham, my sleeper is Tristan Castro, which a lot of people have said Tristan has he's definitely physical enough as well to because they talked about Tristan and Alex Graham all in like the same sentence when they would talk about like freshmen who would have a good chance of starting. So I could see Tristan as well. It's just crazy how we're so stacked in that defensive back.
Yep.
All right. Anything else that we want to touch on for the top or the top freshman that we can see make an impact?
I'm surprised we didn't go with Jakeem at all.
Well, he was already on that list, so it's especially just seeing some of his tapes that he's been putting on in the at least what USC's been putting up. It's going to be hard to not see him on the field, especially in the rotation.
Yeah, that tape that they put out was that Lonnie Noah, and who else was at the O-line?
Say that again?
That I think they dropped a videotape of him doing like I think it was a swim move. He kind of went by the offensive line. I think it was Lonnie Noah and someone else.
I have no idea who he was swimming past, but it just went by so fast. He just went right past him. So
it was Alani. Yeah,
was it Alani? All right, let's go ahead and move on to the second quarter here, the preseason AP poll here. So there's been a huge discourse, at least with the AP poll that's been going on here. Let me get that up. Sorry, I don't have it ready here, but USC is not in the top 25. And you know what? I'll put up a poll here. But what are your guys' thoughts of USC not being in the top 25? And actually, USC is number 30 in the AP poll overall. So what are your guys' thoughts in that preseason poll? We'll go with B. Jones.
Man, man, listen. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. I kind of like that we're being so slept on a little bit. You know, it gives for a bigger shock to the world when we come out swinging. But at the same time, it's like that is so disrespectful. not even at number 26. That was at number 30. You know what I mean? So I mean, hey, like I said, man, I just can't wait for the season to start, and the world will see.
All right, guys, what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, my thoughts is I really don't care about preseason polls and rankings. It's all about what happened. Like people think about last year, what they think, what's going to happen. Like kind of B-John says, like I just want to see us play, and then we can see what rankings are and where we're at in rankings during the season. Like preseason stuff is like it just doesn't work with me. A good example is, and regardless of the conference, Arizona State was ranked last preseason last year to win the Big 12, and they won the Big 12, and they made it in the playoffs. So again, that just to me proves like preseason stuff is stupid. So that's it for me.
All right, Mr. Raul, give us your takes.
Regarding the polls, I really wouldn't mind I wouldn't put too much attention to them as well. Kind of what Gans alluded to, and really are pointless at this time of the year. I feel like we are being slept on, but I understand why they're putting us outside the top 25. We haven't had the past 2 years haven't been good to us, so I can see why they're sleeping on us. But those that are putting us in the 30th, I wanted 30th or outside the top 25. I really want to know what they think of USC. Like, do they really think we're not going to be a top 30 team, top 25 team, or they're just ranking us there just because they have to see it on the field first before they can rank us higher? So, like, we know the answer. B. Jones and I know we would, if we had to rank it based on what we believe our expectations are for this upcoming year and what we think we're going to do, I think we'll put us in the top 10.
All right, and I just put up a poll here. So if you're on Twitter, hop over to YouTube real quick to go ahead and vote in the poll. It's just a simple yes or no question. Should USC be in the top 25 AP preseason poll? And so, yep. Personally, okay, so I'm fine with working our way up into the into the AP poll. It's fine. Like, I know it's a wait and see kind of situation with USC, at least from the outsiders look. I know as USC fans, we kind of feel like we should be based off everything that's been going on, but seeing teams like A&M and Oklahoma and like Texas Tech, I'm not sure what their record was last year itself, but like really, like I feel like they're banking off what's been going on in the transfer portal for them. Like I honestly feel like they always like ride freaking A&M and OU for no reason at all. Like OU had one win that was notable, which was Alabama, but they were a very anemic team. And A&M, we beat them in the bowl game. And I know people are going to say that, oh, they weren't at full strength or whatever. It is what it is, though. We still beat them. Like, I don't think A&M is a top 25 worthy team. They should be a prove-it team as well. Like, they lost a lot of games that they probably shouldn't have lost too. Same with OU and Michigan. Like, Michigan are like, I know they're really good on defense for the most part, but they have a freshman quarterback, and I'm sure they're going to be riding him all the time too. And like Iowa State, I'm not too sure about as well, but I don't know. I just feel like 30, like they really think there's 29 other teams that are better than USC. I think there's probably at least 23, 20 at least, but I still think that we should be in the top 25, but that's just me. But I know it's a prove it for us at this point.
I mean, A&M and Texas Tech had an 8-5 record last year. Oklahoma had a 6-7 record. They were worse. So I get what you're saying. These standings are basically crap. Like, I wouldn't put any weight behind these polls, but kind of what Walter Clark mentioned. The unfortunate part about these polls is that it is biased towards the SEC, and whenever they lose, they won't drop as much and keep them in the playoff picture.
Yep.
So
they're going to do whatever they can to make their precious SEC in the playoffs. They tried doing that with Alabama last year. They tried so hard to justify Alabama making it into the playoffs. So, yeah, Walter Clark.
So they have
Oklahoma was 6-7, and Oklahoma was 6-7. They are ranked. Yeah, make that make sense. They lost. They lost to your Navy, B. Jones. Like, come on.
So what do you think of that, Guns? I know you don't really care about these polls, but like, what do you think about the SEC having 10 ranked teams in the 25 on the AP top 25?
Yeah, that don't make sense. Like Oklahoma, they shouldn't be in this poll at all. So, yeah, it's all Walter hit it off the head. Like it's all SEC bias helps their case, in the future. So yeah,
it is 10, right? I think I'm counting.
So Texas, Georgia, Alabama, LSU, South Carolina, Florida, OU, A&M, Ole Miss, and
Tennessee.
Yeah, 10. So, yeah, it's clear bias, but it is what it is. But one of USC's biggest fans put out a tweet that the AP poll voters will rule the day that they did not have USC in the top 25, which surprisingly was, well, I'm not saying surprisingly, but it was our friend Josh Pate. He kind of had a huge rant that USC should be in the top 25. He put out his JP polls out there. I'm pretty sure he put USC at 15. Like a lot of other people are like Greg McElroy. What did he have us at, 24 or so? No, he has us at 11 actually, which is kind of interesting. Kind of find that that's a little too high in my opinion, but it is what it is because they're all buying in on Danton Lynn making this defense a lot better. And like I don't understand what, like, these polls still like are going, like their voters are still thinking that Alex Grinch is here. That's all I can think of at this point.
Pete Jones, if you had to rank us, where would you put us?
Based on what I know, or it's just, I mean, it's a
based on what you know, like what you know, and
facts too.
I would say based on last year and based on what I know right now, I think a good starting point would be in the 20s somewhere. I'll say 21.
And shout outs to Penn State Sports Talk for showing up. Appreciate the views here. He's like, y'all lost 5 close games. There's no need to be ranked.
Yeah, we didn't get blown out. We lost close games. You hear what you said there? 1, 2. We beat A&M right in the last game of the season. We beat LSU, who is also ranked early in the season.
And we have a better record than OU.
And I can tell you, this team this year is far better than our team last year.
Yeah, and we took Penn State to the brink. Yeah, you got we don't.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. We should have beat you guys. So you think that we shouldn't be a ranked team after what you saw last year? You saw it firsthand.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
Not at all.
Everyone and their mother wants to think that Branch was a huge loss for us.
Listen, Blackie Chan and I told you guys that Branch was never our best receiver.
We thought he was.
Football 25 told you guys, despite what all the media may have told you guys, Branch was not our best receiver, and never at one point.
Okay, how was he our best receiver? Like, like I'm being honest. Like really tell us how he
You
was
know
our
better
best.
than us. Never mind. Yeah, let's move on. He knows better than us, apparently.
Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, either way though, like I'm fine with working our way into it, and I would have been fine if we were in the top 20, top 25. I don't think we should have been in the like top 20. I think top 25 is fine.
Like, I'm okay
No, he
with
was
us
not good on
being in
special
the
teams,
top
but yeah,
25.
if you
Yeah, I'm
look,
okay with us.
go
Go
ahead,
ahead. I think
Raul.
I'm getting lag. I think I'm getting some lag on my end.
You good now? What were you saying?
I was saying that I'm okay with us not being in the top 25, but I agree based on last year and what I know, I think a good spot for us would be somewhere between 20 and 25, like B. Jones stated.
Oh God, I'm not even gonna bother
What about you,
trying
Jones?
to that. Yeah, like, oh God, I that is the like I think that's the worst take than the Zach Branch situation here. So, but yeah, I'm not even going to entertain that kind of those comments. But I really appreciate you being on the show. So, shout outs to you. You're always welcome to be here. We'll see you guys hopefully maybe in the Big Ten championship. But yeah. Anything else you guys want to talk about with the preseason before we move on to actual information rather than some fake news?
Nope, let's get on with it.
All right, let's get into the third quarter fall camp updates for USC. So we've had a few more after the first week of fall camp. We're on to our second weekend. And I think Kristen asked if we were able to see the Friday scrimmage. We were not able to see the Friday scrimmage. That was closed off to everyone, and their mother was not able to see it. So it was all just the coaches. And but from what Mark Holton said is that our defense has stepped it up a notch. But yeah, so Guns, do you have any updates for the camp updates? Like anything recently?
Yeah, I mean, just a few guys are coming back. Walter Matthews was looking like he was a little dinged up from last Friday. He was in full pads today. Gentry as well was kind of a little bit away from what the media is saying, but he was back today. So just glad to see that we're getting healthy and, they're getting patched up, quote unquote. Our center, Reed, something I did not know. Last couple practices, he was in a yellow non-contact jersey. He's out of it today, so that's a good sign as well. So again, just the health is going up. Jaden Maeva, he's been practicing really well. Lincoln called him out today and just said, he's just practicing at a high level right now. So that's just great to see and hear. And I would say those are the two or the three big ones that I've kind of wanted to mention right now.
Also, we kind of have an idea who's going to be our punt returner. We've been saying it for the most part this whole fall, but Mekhi Lemon is most likely going to be our punt returner. There was talks about Zach Williams being the punt returner, but at this point, it is going to be Mekhi Lemon unless someone else decides to step up and take that from him. But they think that he's the most fluid when it comes to that position, or at least for that there's less issues with him running into the ball that they roll out to try to discombobulate the returner. So it's going to be Zachariah. God dang it, Mekhi Lemon. That's going to be doing that.
Go ahead,
I was going to say, Zacharias just needs to work on getting under the ball, it sounds like. So
Yeah.
He's right there. So maybe if he can work, get that cleaned up, maybe that'll help Mekhi just, get a refresher. But we'll see.
Yeah, and there's also, for the most part, from what Connor and Chris Trevino were all saying, that the only that the offensive line is pretty much in a huge battle, all across the board, except for Elijah Page. Everyone feels pretty solid with Elijah Page, but Killian O'Connor is pushing General Reed, which we already know General Reed has a lot of glowing words for Killian. So it's great that there's a battle and that iron sharpens iron, that they're pushing each other to be the best that they can be. And who else did they talk about? Kalon Miller, a walk-on, is actually pushing for that guard position, pushing Talanoa. So, or sorry, Alani Noah.
And also Trader's playing some guard as well. I know he's a tackle, so just good to see that he's probably going to be in that rotation. We'll see.
Yeah. Also, if you're a USC player or just someone that goes to USC, they are holding walk-on tryouts this Friday, I think. So if you played football in high school and you want to try to walk on, they're doing a tryouts this Friday, I think. So Raul, get yourself in there for kicker.
No,
Still waiting, man.
Can't do that. I need to go through the NCAA to see if I'm eligible. I don't want to go through that crap.
Yeah. All right, well, you can do it for us, man. We're still waiting.
I know.
The chat is still waiting.
Let's see. Oh yeah, and Walter Clark did brought up that Matthews was holding the blocking pad for the O-line today. We don't really know what that's going to turn into.
Yeah, it looks like Chris Trevino kind of walked back on that in terms of them working out officially with the O-line, but he kind of walked back on him actually working with the O-line group.
Yeah,
so
but he was just holding the pad though, right?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Yeah, just holding the pad. So,
but still, that's interesting. Interesting note.
If I had to guess, man, I think they, maybe put him over there just to work on his blocking.
Yeah.
Do have to block. Yeah. So that's what I took out as soon as I heard about it. So I never expected him to be moved to tackle. Yeah. Especially being that we're so stacked at tackle, there's no need to move him.
Yeah, and I can't see him playing guard. So,
okay.
But yeah. What else did they mention?
I'll mention that Corey Sims and Raul kind of took him earlier on our freshman section, but he's turning some heads. Blocking is a big thing, right? With wide receivers, right? If you can block, it gets you in on the field earlier, and that's a big thing with him right now. He's blocking really well. So if that continues, maybe he'll get in some rotation. Another wide receiver, and this will brighten beat Jones's day. Xavier Jordan, he's making some plays out there and stuff. So we expect him to be in rotation. So I think we're starting to kind of get an understanding what that rotation will look like. So
I don't know why I still have that AP top 25 poll up there, but yeah, like for the most part, I feel like Cam, like when Lincoln Riley talks about, because I think he feels more. I feel like he's more confident in this fall camp more than he has in previous camps. I feel like he likes the depth that we have at every position at this point. He doesn't sound like he's kind of nervous on certain areas that because last year he was talking about, we're just trying to figure out the best 5 guys or whatever and all that stuff. But he just likes the battles that are going on, and that he's really comfortable with the depth.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like you said, man, it's like last year it's like, we're trying to figure out the best 5. Now it's like, these dudes are battling. It's hard to pick the best 5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a little different. So, yeah, man. Another thing I want to note, man, if you watch the videos of Jaden, you see his passes, man. It just looks like he has a little more touch on him.
Yeah, the deep balls feel a lot less forced. Like he's not trying to chuck it down the field. Shut up. But he has. You should have paused yourself and talk about his touch.
No, you want something about touching balls? Go ahead, man.
No, I said force. You were talking about touch.
Yeah, forcing balls or something. You said, I don't know.
But no, like the deep ball definitely looks a lot more fluid than previous. Like you could see, like last year, he's kind of like throwing, like putting all his force into it, but now he's actually like knowing how to regulate his power and in that deep ball. Like once to Makai and to Jacoby, they just look like they're right over the shoulder, like perfectly right into the basket.
Yeah.
So any of those Jaden haters, I know that out there, but like I know it's just practice, but still, like it's definitely looking a lot more fluid for him. So,
Yep. All right, man. I think it's time to get into it.
oh God! All right. Let's get into this here. Fourth quarter early preview for the Oregon Ducks. All right. So who wants to start this off? Do you want to start us off? Well, okay. I was going to ask Raul to start us off, but his Wi-Fi's tripping on him. So let's start with guns. Actually, we haven't started with.
It's allergic to Oregon.
Yeah, we have. Yeah. Guns, give us your thoughts of this Oregon game, November 22nd.
Yeah, big road game on our schedule here. So obviously we know they have the new quarterback, Dante Moore. I'm personally skeptical about him, but I think with Will Stein as the OC, I think he'll definitely put him in some good positions. The key person I'm looking at is Kenyon Sadiq. That's how you say it.
Yeah.
The tight end. He's really really nasty, I think. So I think in terms of just the passing game, I would expect them to go at him a lot. They got Makai Hughes as the running back, two-lane transfer portal U, obviously. The offensive line is undergoing changes, right? They have new starters from the portal, so we'll see how they can gel quickly. The defense, they say the defense is talented. I mean, it is talented. I do have some questions. I still have questions about the DBs. Defensive line, I think, is solid. Mateo, he had 10.5 sacks last year, so you would expect him to get close to that again. Probably the question is interior defensive line, but we'll see with that. Again, from a portal perspective, I had them as a top 3 portal class out of the 18 Big Ten teams. So obviously they're bringing in some good players, and we'll see how they can all gel. But big road game, definitely going to be a physical road game coming off of the Iowa game. And I believe, if I'm correct, Oregon will have an extra day of rest as well. So we'll see how that translates when we get there.
All right.
What's up?
B. Jones.
Yep. Like Guns mentioned, man, they're coming off that Iowa game. I think that'll be a tough game for them on the road at Iowa. So we'll see how they come out of that one. I mean, obviously, they're already a little injury ridden, man, and especially in their receiver room. So we'll see how that goes. I expect Gary Bryant to probably be one of their leading receivers, former Trojan. And behind him, I mean, they have the true freshman, Decorian Moore. We'll see, how he does. Of course, he's a true freshman, so there's no guarantees. But yeah, man. I mean, the last time we saw Dante Moore, things weren't good. Obviously, I'm sure he's much improved now. I mean, we can't think that he's going into this season the same way he was when we saw him last at UCLA.
We didn't see him at UCLA, or well, we didn't see him, but he did play for a little bit.
Right. So, I expect their offense to be decent at least. You know what I mean? But like Guns mentioned it too, man. They're DBs, man. I think there's a question mark there, and their defensive line didn't look very good in spring. I know they're rated high, but based on what I saw in spring, I was not very impressed. Yeah, and it sounds like last we heard, maybe things have changed now, but last we heard a former Trojan over there is not cracking the starting lineup over there either. But we'll see what happens. So
Is that Gary Bryant?
no, no.
Oh, okay, I know who you're talking
I was going to say, I thought you were joking. I thought you were joking.
No, I know. Now I know who he's talking about.
All right. Okay. And the one that everyone wants to hear from, Raul, give us your thoughts of this game.
I mean, it'll be a tough game. I'm not like that big of a homer, a USC homer, where I think we're gonna walk through them, but it'll be a tough game. I think Oregon fans think it's gonna be a cakewalk for them, and it's gonna be similar to what happened these last few years. That's not going to be the case. USC is going to be ready. This team is going to be ready, and I think they're going to be ready for a rude awakening if they take us lightly. They have question marks themselves, kind of what B. Jones alluded to. Their wide receiver group is probably not, as strong as people make it seem. I think Stewart is out for the year, right?
Yep.
And then Jurion Dickey, I think he got
suspended indefinitely.
kicked out, one to the other. So they're relying on what's that wide receiver? I think they're putting more. Yeah, I think they're putting all their marbles on that kid. He may be the real deal, but I think they have a lot of question marks, and not anymore. He didn't look that strong with UCLA. He may take a leap forward, but I don't think he's going to be a Heisman candidate or anything of that nature. I think it's going to take time for him to grow. I would put my Ava over him if it was me. So,
sure.
Yeah.
I see us winning that game.
Shocker. All right. So this game, though, for me, nothing. But so don't get me wrong. It's going to be a tough place to play. Like Oregon's always a tough place to go and play. That stadium is always rowdy, and it's going to definitely be rowdy when USC comes out there. I know, like all their fans have always been saying November 22nd, and USC. I'm sure USC fans have been circling this as well. I know we've been talking about it a lot, and I'm sure. I know the players may not want to say it or not, but I know they're looking forward to this game, especially to go against a few of their former teammates in Gary Bryant, Cub Alexander, and Emmanuel Pregnon. So it's definitely going to be a game that is going to be a very physical game. And last year their offense was. I thought their offense was going to be a lot better last year, but it was a top 22. It was like 22 ranked overall offense. Their rushing offense wasn't the greatest. It was 72nd in the nation, which I'm kind of shocked by that. Their passing offense was 13th. Scoring offense was 17. Total defense, their defense was good, 15th. Rushing defense, 38th. Scoring 16th. Scoring defense was 16. What else? What else is notable here? Other than that, like they were a solid team last year. Like they handled business, but there was a lot of games that they could have easily lost, especially that Boise State game. They should have lost that game. Wisconsin almost had them. That was their lowest scoring game all year, which was 16-13, and that was at Wisconsin, so which is always a tricky place to play. But they even struggled their first game against Idaho, 24-14 against Idaho. And they're an FCS school, aren't they? They're now an FCS school, right? I don't think they're FBS anymore. So they definitely struggled early on, right off the bat, but they started to kind of pick up steam. But the fact that they're injured, like two of their best receivers, or at least projected starters. I don't think Jurian was projected, but Evan Stewart was going to be a starter. He's out for the season, and And of course, we all know that they can't develop. So of course, Jurian's going to get mad that he's not being developed. So that's why he left. And then they already had Ryan Pelham left, so he's not going to be even in the mix for that. So yeah, I feel like we have a good chance of winning this game. Like these are going to be the two toughest games that I feel like USC is going to have to play again. This game versus and also Notre Dame. But yeah, I think I feel like our run defense is going to kind of force Dante Moore to actually have to beat us through the air, and I don't personally see it. Like he's still having to. He sat out for, or not a sat out for a year, but he was behind Dylan Gabriel, so he still only has some time that he played at UCLA, and we all know UCLA can't develop more shit. But I don't see it. I don't see him being that special. I don't understand why they think he's better than Jaden Mayava at this point. Jaden has way more games than he has starting at this point. More talent. He has better wide receivers to throw to. They're going to be thrown to mainly their tight end, which is probably going to be their number one receiver next to DeCorian Moore, who's still who's a freshman. So you're putting a lot of pressure on a freshman to be the number one receiver. So I think with the injuries, it sucks. Like you never want to see any players get injured, especially for a full year. These still kids. They went to just a horrible school. But yeah, sucks that they're injured, but I think we win this game.
Yeah, man. Sorry to hear about Trey McNutt too, man.
It sucks for Trey.
It's a good situation, man.
Yeah. So, and they were getting burned on the edge by Jeremiah Smith, or not on the edge, but like on the cornerbacks. But it's Jeremiah Smith. But we also have Jacoby Lane and Mekhi Lemon. So,
see, and that's the thing. You mentioned it right there, man. They were getting lit up last year in that secondary, and they are far worse this year than they were last year.
Yep.
And offensively as well, man. I don't see Dante Moore being better than Dylan Gabriel was.
No, Dylan Gabriel had a lot of playing time. He was one of the most veteran quarterbacks in all of college football last year. Dante Moore, he has a whole lot of UCLA stench on him still. And I still don't think that they can develop quarterbacks anyway. So, yeah. Did we kind of want to bring up what Preston put in at the very beginning of this chat?
Sure, why not?
Really? I'm just bringing it up. I'm not saying what he put in there, but do we really want to do that?
I mean, you're asking, so clearly you want to.
I mean,
What
for the giggles here, Preston's trying to start some stuff in here about a USC, I guess, Twitter person, El Chicano.
I'm gonna just say this to Chicano. Seems like you're an Oregon fan. You went at the wrong USC fan on Twitter. Fight on Rusty. He got your ass. So I don't know. I don't even know if you'll be welcome back in the USC community at all.
Yeah, it's not looking good for him, to be honest with you. Yeah, he said he was just trolling. That was his claim. I don't know if I'm buying it, man. I mean, it's kind of weird to be doing that as a grown man, but
it's
not looking good.
A little sus. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna. I just wanted to bring that up because it's hilarious. Hey, you can be a fan of whatever team you want to be a part of. Like, we're gonna clown you for a little bit, but it is what it is. It's all in fun and games. So if you have two teams that you like, by all means, go for it. But
yeah,
just know that anything that's said on Twitter will always be found.
Right. Yeah, I don't know how he plans on being
I'm a quote him. Hey, and I'm gonna quote you, Chicano, because I hear you say it all the time. Something about it's not disrespect or something. What does he say?
I
The
don't
truth
know.
can never be considered disrespect.
Oh, the truth can never be considered disrespect. So the facts are right there. You seems like you were. I know it's not looking good for you. I'm just saying the truth cannot be considered disrespect. Chicano. So
You might just
Yeah,
have
you
to
might.
come out and embrace it at this point
Yeah,
because
you have
it's
to
not
write a
going away
statement, man.
anytime soon.
So I don't know. It's not a good look on you, man. If you really are not an Oregon fan, I don't know. That look fishy.
But yeah. All right. Enough a little fun here, but let's see here. Anthony James says we make them one-dimensional and stop the former Tulane running back. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. As long as we can just, I honestly feel like the goal is to make Dante Moore win the game for them, and I don't think he has the ability to do it. Granted, he'll have pretty much a full season under his belt to get comfortable. So who knows? He could start off looking ugly at the very beginning of the season and then get comfortable by the end of the season. That's kind of how they worked last year. They looked ugly early on, and then they started to get chemistry. So.
Right. But not even that. I mean, even at that point of the season, who are they going to be bringing into that game? Who's going to be healthy?
Yeah, or who's going to actually want to play?
So we'll see, man.
But yeah, and even though like we're I know people are going to say about our offensive line, but just like what I was saying about Oregon, we're probably going to be more cohesive as well on the offensive line. Like we're only going to get better, and so yeah. Either way, I say we'll see you all on November 22nd for that game. I wish I can go to it. I'm not sure if any of the guys are going to go to it, but are any of you guys planning on going to the game? Anyone in the chat planning on going to the Oregon game? I think Preston's going to go to that game.
I think Tina mentioned it too.
Yeah, Tina brought it up as well. Tina said she might try to make it to that game as well. Yeah, Rome for sure. So,
yeah, had intentions on going, but my schedule changed, so won't be able to do that.
Oh, and real quick, if you guys haven't voted in the poll, try to vote as soon as possible. Right now, we only have 12 votes, and surprisingly, 75% say that USC should be a top 25 team.
Is it surprising?
How many?
Out of 12. And Kristen says, I have first row tickets, but I don't know if I can still go. Okay, Tristan, keep me in mind. I might. You never know. There might be a chance I can try. But
so Kristen really wants to know, not change subjects.
If you
about
guys ordered enough change,
show.
right?
wait, what about Kristen here? I will tell you.
He's been asking like 5 times already.
Has he? Asking what?
About who changed the show to early on Sunday.
Oh, that was
that was off Black and Chan, Kristen.
Okay.
Black BC for that.
Wow,
What's
Raul.
on worse for you, Kristen? Let us know, man.
Who do you think switched the time, Kristen?
Kristen's automatically. I know Kristen's going to say me. So
You ignored him like 4 times.
Yeah, Chris, you should be back from church by then, man. You like what, 3 hours ahead of us? Unless you go in the evening service too, man.
let's see. Kristen, I swear, if you blame me, of course you did.
Yeah,
Of course you did. Kristen,
Nah, that's on me, Chris.
I hope you know it's not me. By the way, it's not me. So you can blame me all you want. I know I'm the default. I know I'm the scapegoat. I'm the easy one to blame. It's fine. That's fine. Go for it. He says he does do both services.
I mean, come on, Chris.
That's a personal
Well,
choice. But no, if you really want to know whose reason fault it is, it's B. Jones. Actually, it's his it's his client's fault.
No, UCLA's. Unbelievable. No, just kidding.
So, but see, we're accommodating here for him, and like we're always willing to work around him. But Kristen, like you can always rewatch us. Like it's not behind a paywall, so you can still watch us. You just won't be able to yell at me. So,
all right. There was a question earlier. It was like in all caps, like real El Chicano style.
oh, so JWBD, what's up, y'all? Why doesn't nobody in the media talk about how Illinois lost their RB1 Josh McCray with 117 carries this spring portal to Georgia when their offense is just running the ball? Yeah, I mean, I wish we kind of knew that when we did the Illinois breakdown. So, I mean, I still think Illinois is overrated overall, but people just want to ride the fact that they have a veteran quarterback, who still probably isn't that great. If you just look at his stats are not great. And Guns talked about during that preview is that they lost a lot of their wide receivers, their starting receivers, so they're breaking in new receivers. So I think he might be a middle of the pack quarterback, but that's just me. And let's see. Kristen says, Black Chain said Kristen, but he meant Preston. What?
Yeah, when you mentioned the ticket situation, you said Kristen.
Oh, my bad. And yes, sorry about that. But yeah. Anything else we want to talk about Oregon before we head out here? We have 73 people watching. Appreciate you guys watching. So if you guys are on Twitter, just jump on over to YouTube real quick and hit that like button, then jump back onto Twitter.
One more thing. It's been 139 years for Oregon. They still have not won one championship.
Wait. They have the Wikipedia championship. Didn't you know that?
What happened?
Yeah.
I had to make that change in the way.
I didn't hear you.
No, I made sure their Wikipedia. I wonder if that's still updated.
Oh yeah, you changed it. Yeah.
Oh, when you switched it, yeah.
Yeah, I changed. Like their Wikipedia says that they won a national championship, but let me see if they've updated, if they actually changed that back to say that they won a national championship, because that was hilarious when I saw that. But yeah, other than that, anything else you guys want to talk about before we head out? All right. Well, other than that, next week, what's the game after this? Is it North? It's not Northwestern, right?
UCLA is our last one.
UCLA is the last one. Okay. Next week we'll talk about UCLA, and yeah, that will be it. And hopefully, within that, we'll be about a week away from the season starting at that point. So.
Yep.
It's right around the corner. If you guys want to have a change, just let me know via Twitter. The link is in there, and try to get a chain as soon as possible. I'll try to get them out whenever I can. And if you want to be a second stringer on the Cal Southern Centaurs, get that $1.99 in there. And but keep an eye out for when Guns goes live on Twitch to see how you do on the Cal Southern Centaurs. Hopefully Kristen doesn't miss a field goal for us. But yeah, other than that,
we need some dogs on special teams, man. You know, on our secondary kind of acting up too, man.
yeah. Put label as sports gambling. Yeah, if John Tier wants to pay me for a chain, just label it sports gambling, please. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. So we really appreciate you guys showing up for the show. Catch us on Sunday. I'll probably not be here, so B Jones will be the host for that one, unless Guns or Raul wants to take that mantle at this point. But we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. And until next time, keep the torch burning bright. Fight on.
Fight on.
quite all.